Hi guys. Welcome to Alternate Future of the World, Part 19. Yeah, we're pretty far now. And so the first thing that happens is, the rising Russia decides to do something more. Yeah. Which, they're not really the strongest nation in the world. That goes China at this point. India second, Russia third. The United States fourth. But this alliance is ahead of that alliance. And plus, they have two other alliances that are pro them. And Russia declares war on Georgia. But they expect a cakewalk. Which, no, this is not. The West supports them. All of the West. If you're Western, you're supporting them. Yeah, they push in the south. They push in the Abkhaz area, which is a cakewalk. And then they push in the South Ossetia, cakewalk. Then the rest is what I would call a cakewalk. For the third strongest nation in the world at this time. America in fourth. I'd say Turkey's in fifth. And so on, they push south. But with a major setback. With Georgian forces managing to push Russia back to the border. But that's only short term. As Russia manages to push towards the capital. Through South Abkhaz area. With Russian forces being pushed back by, Georgian forces here. They push to here, taking out many Russian forces. No, they push here. And Turkey is more pro-West in this timeline. Well, considering they got giant Bulgaria as an ally. And they also got the expansionists without getting in trouble. Why wouldn't they leave the West? Russia, on the other hand, was ruined by the West. Oh, that's what this new dictator thinks. Probably not true. Russian forces pushed down here to try and cut the supply of Western support. Which they don't realize. They don't have air supremacy because, they don't need an air force, they thought. But now they realize, they can't even shoot the planes down or allow me more. The forces here, which made some counteroffensives, is now being pushed back. Well, of course, Georgia wouldn't last that long, as they can't, against the third strongest nation. Well, then again, in this world, yes, you could. Against second strongest. Actually, that's false. Russia's not the second strongest. Well, they were, but then they decided, let's have fun with our second strongest status. They're third now. Well, the problem is, they sent in their equipment, they sent in everything, but they made one major mistake. They didn't send in enough forces. They sent in, a third of what Ukraine had. Yeah. Who thought that would go well? You need a 3-2 advantage. Which would mean about 1 million. Russia straight out annexes Georgia to create a way of getting to border Armenia. But the West still is strong with them supporting the West. They decide to support the West. And with the European Federation supporting the West. And the Nordic Federation, well, they're a part of the West. And look, all of South America. Even Venezuela. I don't know why it's that big again. Did America annex it all by themselves in the first video and then lose in the Civil War? Yeah, something like that. This is a big future series. It's hard to remember a lot of stuff. And look where China is. China's the strongest nation in the world. Then it's India, then it's Russia, then it's America. Followed by Turkey. No, the European Federation. Then I'd say the Nordic Union. European Federation, then Brazil. Then the Nordic Union, then Turkey, then the Central African Republic, and then Nigeria. Yeah. But they're packed all together is stronger. This was all a show of strength, basically. Yeah, why is Russia joining the West? That's not going to happen. Well, Russia decides to annex two puppets. With these annexations being condemned. Hungary made a statement in which they would join the West under one condition. And the one condition basically is giving a very small amount of land. And so that's just next to Vienna's there. Which is accepted by the West. Which Hungary now turns on Russia. Which makes Russia angry and starts threatening the West. And yet now a Cold War has broke out. A state of Cold War. And massive problems break out. Like, South Korea is getting blamed for China's problems. India blames China for problems. Russia blames EF, which blames Russia. And Hungary states that this is in their best interests. Nigeria blames the DRC and Chad. While South America is like, we're just chilling. Peru, Bolivia, yeah, we want our lands back, but that's never going to happen, and we're not leaving. Mexico's like, yeah, I wish I had my old lands back. Yeah, because that was like 250 years ago. And then Newfoundland's like, yeah, we're pretty chill. Quebec is like, this is so hard being independent, but I'll never rejoin Canada. But I'm going to ally with them, because, well, Canada's awesome. We want Canada's everything, but we want independence in this timeline. No, that's false. Actually, Quebec is an independent nation, independent of everything of Canada, except they decide, yeah. And look, the UK is destroyed. But a few of the states, there's a vote to see who wants to join the European Federation held in these countries. England decides so after their economy hits bad. Wales, bad economy. In Cornwall, good economy. Scotland still wants to join. Ireland, yeah. And well, Hungary, no. I don't want to lose my new lands. And the West is like, yeah, we can't argue with that. Well, it's found out that genocide is going on within China. China is condemned by the world. Well, Russia's also condemned by the world for getting too big. Like, they were still the biggest country in the world, but no, they have to eat everything. Like, you have to eat everything, Russia? Like, why do they call hungry if you're even hungrier? Just saying. And now Nigeria makes a big, fat mistake. A big, fat mistake. Nigeria, along with their puppets. I think this is a good puppet color. Yeah, that's a cool color. Invades Liberia. Which, this is a big mistake, because you know what happens quickly after this? All of this declares war on them, but they were prepared for this. Yeah, it's a strong push. Hey, look, World War IV is starting. The West immediately tells Nigeria to leave the West African Union. Yeah, because that's the name of their alliance. They say no, and the West is like, this is your last chance. If you don't withdraw immediately, there will be war between us. Nigeria pushes across to here. And then it's finally the time the World Treaty Organization says enough is enough with your expansion. And Argentina annexes Falklands, and nobody cares. Argentina's a smart country. And all of Oceania that didn't sink because they built walls. That's a smart strategy. The WDO tells them that was not cool. Including their puppets. And then this pact says, no, that's not cool. Well, the South African Federation sees them as the only ones that are good with expansion. They don't want to expand a too strong nation because they're weak in comparison. Yeah, it's a new empire. And well, the first thing to happen is Nigeria get pushed back. Well, this will go over many videos, so, well, we'll have a few videos in a row. With them being ready on the Tunisian and France front, so they just move north. And well, yeah, 40 is a bit fast. 10 is a bit slow. 20 might be just right. Because I can control it, so it's not fast. And plus, it's a good size for a spearhead. I'd rather 15. Or, I do usually use 8, so maybe I should use 8. And well, they push across. and they continue their spearhead towards Budapest. But at this time, the front lines China is dealing with moves into northern Japan and the Sakhalin, then into Japan's north. Japan, unable to help South Korea, which is its ally, leads to South Korea's downfall. And I'm thinking, yeah, we can take out Vietnam. Really? You think that? And they push into Thailand with Myanmar. They are stronger than India at this time. So they push in to this area, into the Indian Federation. Well, the Indian subcontinent's united in this timeline. They push up towards Bhutan, cutting this area off, and then Chinese forces ram into India. You're probably wondering what naval supremacy looks like, but I'm just right now starting all the front lines. So those are where there's pushes. Iran and Saudi Arabia manage to connect them. They start pushing north. And it connects to the sea. Well, the south is where they have a cakewalk in the Arabian Federation. The South Arabian Federation. Right now, Israel is planning for its next offensive. Well, Eritrea is on its deathbed. And well, yeah, they invaded Ethiopia. No, Ethiopia invaded themselves by accident. And well, Nigeria, not right on this front, gets pushed back a bit. They get pushed into Cameroon. And, well, the fronts are started, as you can see. They look like this. Push into Morocco. Push north. Push into the European Federation. Push into Hungary. Well, there's one more offensive to begin. Well, they push into here. Fast. They even take the capital. And now I'll just be 1 second as I add naval supremacy. Gone. I ruin naval dominance. And well, there's some offensive by Nigeria there, in the EU, and Hungary, into here, and into there. With one problem here. The Navy is too close. But at this point, Europe continues retreating. Russia is fully equipped. It doesn't have any big front lines to worry about. And takes Berlin, which is a major setback for the Red Team, as I'm pushing down here. Their goal is to take Constantinople to block it. I mean, that's what they're calling it, even though it's called Istanbul. I guess they don't know that that's outdated. Well, they also don't know that imperialism is outdated. It's like 2100 and they're still imperialism. And well, the fight for Azerbaijan begins, with Azerbaijan being obliterated. And then forces cross from Azerbaijan into Turkey, which is crazy. And with a push towards Israel, and a push into Egypt. Russia takes the Dardanelles and lands on some Greek islands somehow. Oh yeah, I know how. Wanna see how? Because they created naval dominance through here. And now the sea fighting has crossed into the Aegean Sea, and they push towards Crete, cutting Crete away from Greece and encircling it, so they can supply Libya. With the Black Sea fleet of Russia destroying it. Yeah, hopefully we get sunk if something bad is to happen. And they cross here and sink it. They decide to make military, naval, strategic landings, but with that being under their control, which is the Suez Canal. Turkey's getting support. Well, they can cross into Israel, they just can't get far. That's where Israel's holding its defense line. And well, the fall of Turkey happens. And some stalemates are breaking out across Europe. But then Hungary kind of loses its capital. But with Turkish forces holding it. And they push here. They get pushed back to here. With the loss of Hungary. With Hungary being a Russian puppet, which is not that color. But this color is a... I'm just going to do that and do this. Well, with Russia holding a big front line, that's hard. So they try to take out the Balkans, which goes to success. I forgot to mention naval dominance. So, Russia has made it to the Adriatic Sea, which is no good. And then they do this. Get around their border in Cyprus. And they do this. And the Nordic Union. But the West will win. Can win. They push here. It's all about this nation, really. And yeah, that's just a crow. Lots of crows live in my area of Newfoundland. Yeah. They have taken out that sea, just to let you know. I need to move for the naval dominance as I'm going to islands, I think. Look how much naval dominance Russia has. Land occupied. This can't be that easy. As long as they don't invade Vietnam. Oh wait, they already did. You know what the problem with what they did to Vietnam? Well, someone decides, yeah. There's guerrilla fighters. With China being completely kicked out. and with this being a major setback for China. With India reaching into this defeat and pushing them back too to the border. And well, Japan makes a little pushback. And well, that's going to be all for today's video. This will be part 1 of a World War IV. Yeah. And that's all for today. So as we can see, the East had a good day. The West, not so much. But this is only part 1. It can turn. Wars have drastic turns. Just look at Ukraine right now. That's drastic. And thank you for viewing. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. Every subscription is awesome. And I would love it if you subscribed. So please like and subscribe. Wild Mapper out.